They don't even say anything. They are silent because it doesn't concern them. What concerns them is not the death of the Christians. The only thing that concerns them is the tithe that comes from the Christians. You understand? So long as they kill the Christians, and before they bury the Christians, they will still collect their tithe, because there is a certain tax you pay for church before you bury your person, before the church people will come and bury your person. So long as they are still going to come and collect their commission, you don't have a problem. So I really say a very big thank you to as many men of God that are speaking. God bless you. Thank you for standing up for Christians. Thank you for speaking up for your people. And to such people, I will encourage their members, keep attending their church because they are speaking for your safety. Unlike those ones that will give you apron, they will give you apron and you'll be massacred. The one they call is Lazarus, I'll be waiting with the name for chosen. They killed a lot of his church members. Now that America is saying that they are coming to defend, have you heard the voice of that man? You will not hear his voice. But he will give.
My brother Rage, you know, please, sorry for interjecting. You see, we have to call a spade a spade. Medicine after death, to me, is a crime. Okay, all these people are calling their names, they don't want that thank you to me. Where were they before? Why would they allow others to force them to speak before they come out? So it's your opinion, but it doesn't go that way with me. That is what I just want to tell you. Okay, the only that papa from Plateau, that papa from Plateau, and the other guys, people that deserve that this thing you're talking. Not those who keep quiet because they see others speaking before they come out. What kept them so long? So please, that kind of thanking them to you, but to me, they don't deserve it because they're complicit. Sorry.
Thank you very much. As anyways, I just have to thank them because for worrying with this at all and which market. You understand? For worrying and waiting with it talk. So at all and which market. So if they have bread, it's better than gala. You understand? So since they still come up, they still had the courage to come. What about those that they don't speak at all? Did you have you ever heard of the pastor of choosing that many of his church members were killed? He gave them apron and they were killed, but he's wearing bulletproof vest and he guided himself with thousands of mobile police and military. What about him? Have you heard anything from him? So my brother, we still need to thank those that have spoken. So my people, like I was saying, the recognition of Biafra is going to go a long way to combat these Islamic jihadist terrorists that are carrying out genocide against the Christians. And they are in different categories. They are in the either security. Some of them are in the media. Those ones that are in the media, those that wear uniform and those in rag have massacred these Christians. Those that are in the media are those that we defend. The likes of Reno Omokri and anybody that is still keeping friendship with Reno Omokri, I kindly advise you because your security is at risk. If you are still keeping friendship with Reno Omokri, please kindly cut off your friendship because a person like Reno Omokri can even organize people to wipe out your whole family, and he will come and deny you that he doesn't know anything about it. You understand? So, as a matter of fact, recognizing Biafran nation, Biafran state is going to be a permanent solution, like we have always said, to the killing of Christians. Christians need a place where they can call a home, a place that can serve as a safe haven to them, a place where they can sleep with their two eyes closed, a place where nobody will what will be the name of what is that English? A place where nobody will discriminate against them. And I even strongly believe that the reason why the killing of Christians is so escalated is because of the fact that most of all these Islamic people, they want a state of their own. So why can't we just even allow them to have a state of their own? If they want to have the North, even have the Yoruba side as their own state, as their own Islamic state, why can't we allow that? Because the truth is that if they have their state with Islamic value and the Biafra people have their state with Christian value, then whatever law they make in their state, people are bound to abide by such laws, like it is in Iraq, it is in Iran, it is in Saudi Arabia. These are Muslim states, countries. So before you go to that place, you know that these are their laws. You need to abide by the laws. If you cannot abide by the law, you have no business going here. Likewise, Biafra, this is a state with Christian value. These are our laws. If you know you cannot abide by the laws of the land, then you have no business in coming to Biafra land. If you think you cannot come to live in Biafra land and you tolerate every religion, if you think you coming to Biafra land, you must coerce everybody to believe in what you believe, to believe in your religion. If they refuse to believe, you will kill all the people. You have business coming to Biafra state. That is going to serve as a permanent solution to all of these things. So they need a place like in Hausa and Yoruba side where they can practice their Sharia without being disturbed. So the way Nigeria is now, Nigeria is the most confused place you can ever think about. A country with two different set of laws, Sharia and secular laws. How does it work? On what values is Nigeria found? It's quite unfortunate that Christians have not really woken up to the reality that Nigeria is found on Islamic values. And Nigeria, most the indigenous people of Nigeria are still trying to claim the ownership of Nigeria. Because the truth is, the moment you put yourself under the umbrella of Nigeria, you have simply put yourself under the umbrella of Islamism, Islamic values. That is what you have simply done. Like I've explained time and times again, Nigeria is a foreign entity. This is why you see that the name Nigeria is not indigenous to any of the tribes or any of the indigenous people in Nigeria. It is not indigenous, it is a foreign name, and it is a foreign entity. It is a foreign umbrella owned by a foreigner, Britain, managed by foreigners as well, and with few of the indigenous brought over that are being used as tools. So work for the interest of the owner of this foreign entity, not for the interest of the indigenous people. Nigeria is a foreign entity imposed on the indigenous people on their indigenous land for the purpose of taking away their identity. This is why whatsoever that comes with this foreign entity called Nigeria, if you cannot align with it properly, like if you can't speak English very well in Nigeria, they look at you as inferior, undermining the fact that you can speak your language very well. You cannot bring a British man and he will speak Isoko fluently to you here. But look at me, Isoko Biafran, speaking a British English. But if I cannot speak it, people will be laughing, you are inferior. You are inferior. Why is it that we attach more significance to foreign things than our indigenous thing? It's one question that I keep asking. This is why you see that even in our land today, products that are made in Aba, our people commonize them. Products that are made with this our brother innocent, our people commonize them. Rather, they will go and buy foreign products. Why? Likewise, Nigeria, to the point that people have undermined their values, their own, and now they say Nigeria is what there is. Nigeria is their identity. That they will die for Nigeria, they will kill for Nigeria, they will kill their brothers and sisters that wants to keep their values, that wants to keep their identity, the identity of who they are, they want to kill those people because they have been hired by the owner of this foreign entity called Nigeria as hirelings to kill the indigenous people for this foreign property called Nigeria. It is so painful. It is so sad. How did we get here? That's why I've always told our people 130 years ago, what were you? What were your grandfathers? Does it mean they did not have identity when there was no Nigeria? Does it mean we did not have identity? Yes, we did, and we still have the identity till today. This is why, even though they took away the history, they forgot to take away our culture, our value systems, our tradition. Fine, they took away our history, but they did not take away the toothpaste wrapper. The one that is under the wrapper, we call it Ogodo. And I believe in Igbo land, you call it Ogodo too. Fine, they took away our history, but they did not take away Edeki, Eduzie, Edewo, Eduje, which you also have in Igbo land, which they also have in Igudu Migudu, which I believe they might even have in the Calabar side as well. They took away the history, but they did not take away that Olubo or Onubo. They did not take away Ogbono, Egusi. They did not take away Apu. They did not take away Banga. They did not take away Ogba. No be Ogba na they call her. They did not take away Oka. They did not take away Ube. They did not take away Amaga. They did not take away Erere. They did not take away Iroro. Is that not the same thing that you call it in Ebola? Because this is the same way we call it in Isoko and Orobo. They did not take away Ogo. They did not take away Akpala. Is that not the same way you call it in Igbo land? I don't know whether somebody can still hear me. So this is the same way you call it over there.
You're right, you're saying your point.
I can hear you very loud. Iroro, whether Iroro is a gusi, so that is what we call it in Ika. So
you see that?
So you are right, my brother. God bless you. Go ahead.
That same Iroro, that same Iroro that is a gusi is the same way we call. It's the same way we call in the Isoko as well. It's the same way we call in the. So my people, who did this to us? Why can't we understand that the enemy divided us so as to conquer us? They divided us so as to reduce our strength. Why is it taking us so long to understand this? We are one people. Let us come together.
Global interest.
Let us.
The recognition of Biafra nation is for the.
Mazi, can you hear me, Mazi? Mazi, Onyeka, please, you are talking. Can you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it that you cannot?
Sorry.
You cannot. I'm still speaking.
Sorry, apologies.
Okay. So, my people, let us come together. Let us unite and fund our freedom. Let us get this freedom, if not even for our sake. Let us get the freedom for our children. And I still also want to remind each and every one of us that we are one. We have one government. That is the Biafra Republic government in exile. That was registered in Justice Department in the United States of America. It is that same government that conducted self-referendum where we got over 50 million votes. It is that same government that unveiled the Biafra Defense Forces in Helsinki 2023. It's that same government that has its headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland, United States of America. It's that same government that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister. Who's acting Prime Minister today is Ogechukwu, who carried by popular vote by the cabinet ministers. Most of these that are even attacking the government, that are saying there is division, this and that, they also cast their vote to elect this man as the acting Prime Minister. And this is the government. If you claim that you are fighting for your freedom against Nigeria, This is the only recognized body that Nigeria has come up to tell you, that all the media houses has come up to tell you that is fighting against them, is taking their matter to Washington, D.C., is making life a misery for them. This is the only government. So anybody that is coming to tell you that there are separate government, that the government is divided, just know that that person is an agent of Nigeria. And there is a purpose for doing that. They have a target for doing that. The target is that when they split like that, when they live like that, and they begin to claim that they are also government representing Biafra, if there is any international body that is coming to render assistance to us for us to get our freedom quickly, they will confuse that international body, that country, or that group that want to come and help us to get our freedom quickly. This is their target. This is their purpose. My people, let us be wise. We are one government. We are one people. We are not divided. When this government was created, it was agreed by each and every one of us that this is the government that is speaking for the Biafran people. When it comes to the Biafra freedom matter, this is the agreement. We were never told that if anything happens to our prime minister along the way, the government will no longer be the government, or another government will spring up that will replace the government. I never heard such agreement. I don't know whether some of you heard it. All I heard was this is the government registered in Justice Department in United States of America to speak for the Biafran people over their freedom. This is all I know. And if freedom fightings happen, the leaders could be arrested. Some people can get killed. That doesn't mean that if such things happen, the government has changed. So my people, let us be wise. The reason why some of these groups are doing what they are doing is to attack the fund of the Biafra freedom, because they know that if we are all united and we are putting our resources into one purse, we are going to do more exploit. We are going to hire more lobbyists. The support for the home defense will increase. And the lives of our babies, women, and children, our civilian populace, especially the Christians, will be more protected and defended. They know all of these things. So when they come up with separate groups, they are just trying to scatter us to see that they slash the fund, they cut down the fund according to the wishes of Nigeria. That to stop the Biafra freedom, killing the fund is critical. That is the agenda they are carrying out. These people are carrying out. Why can't you get it, my people? They say we are wise people. Is it that we are not wise on this area? So my people, I know that I have spoken for a very long time. Before I drop the mic here, let me still sign out with, this is the land of my birth. I say this is the land of my birth. This is Biafra, my Biafra, the land of my birth. I will fight for the land of my birth. I will speak for the land of my birth. I will speak for Biafra, my Biafra, the land of my birth. I say this is the land of my birth. I will liberate the land of my birth. I will liberate Biafra, Biafra, land will be free. I say this is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. I say this is Biafra, my Biafra, the land of my birth. Thank you very much. I hear the mic. Anybody there? Is anybody still there? Holland.
Yes, thank you so much, Radio Furi. Thank you so much for that lengthy submission. You watch it. Thank you, my brother. Holland, are you there? I don't know if network kicked you out. If you're there, please, you have the mic. Okay. Holland, are you there? Yes, Biafrans, please share the space as you are entering. Share the space, please, so that we can connect Biafrans, connect it also to our also supporters around the world. And please, as we are joining, we have been, we learn a lot for our tutors space. It's actually proving to be lecturer indeed, So let us coordinate as well because and they choose the the kind of wordings we use because this is not only our space. This point in time, although we know everything, we know as every BRGIE media, anybody who is a member of BRGIE media that is under the watch of leadership of our information minister, Anambra-Igbo, know that we are disciplined people and our information minister will be at least he lead by example. He's a role model. So please let us
Mazi, please bring Homeland down. I bring him up again.
Is
dealing with him.
Homeland is okay, my brother. Yes, so now that Homeland, my brother. Even that Homeland also it makes sense.
Mazi Onyeka. Mazi Onyeka, there's a question I want to ask, and I'm kind of afraid.
Okay, go ahead.
Based on the exposition that Honorable Minister of Information made yesterday, what is our chance after these people set up our Prime Minister and they invited him to come up to speak like this, get certain people involved, not knowing that they recorded it, and they threw it to the media as evidence to the enemy? What is our fate now?
Okay.
I've been so worried.
Which one are you talking about? Which group is that? That set him up.
The broadcast that the minister made yesterday, you did not listen to it.
Okay, that okay. It does this what is it called now? He made it even what do they call them? The Ucheshi involved and all of them as but well, is there anything nothing bad there that much that our Prime Minister said? Is there anything bad he said there? So all we know that they are enemy. They did work hard. What they're good at. What they're good at. Our Prime Minister commit no crime. Okay, so you shouldn't be afraid of that. And I heard about somebody saying.
But this very video, have you watched it? Because according to what he was saying now, one of the, I don't know if I should talk about it, sir. I don't think there's need to talk about it.
Is it that already? Is our APM? I went to mention I said it on live yesterday. Anything did not say.
You did not listen. No. You did not listen. You did not listen to the Minister of Information broadcast.
I know. Let me tell you something. Anything he said, you are free to say it. But if any area he did not say, don't say it. If you want to say it, don't go beyond the area he has made public.
No. I'm not going beyond that area. What he said is that these people set PM up that he should come and say hi to Biafrans, not knowing that they invite certain people that should not even be in the Zoom in the first place, and some of the BDF, one of the, let me not go there, Jare. Let me just drop
Hello,
it.
Ranger Fury.
Is it recently?
Hello,
recently or is it recently or
yesterday night? Now watch out. They follow his broadcast.
Hello?
I told us that every night he's coming up to make broadcast, so that we should be following him. Wait, it seems like you did not follow him.
Wait, now listen. Now let me ask you. I know what I'm saying. Is it because I know there was a time I promised I enter one Zoom for meeting, and the people you see there is not the people you're supposed to see. You move, you log out. Is that one we're talking about? Another one?
Not that one. They said this one that the Minister of Information was saying yesterday that Imam Amugu he set out a Zoom and he shared the Zoom and he told the Biafrans that Pierre will come and speak to them, and he invited some members of the BDF that PM was speaking to them, and at the end of the day, they recorded the Zoom.
That thing is not
and they threw it.
You see that thing they're sharing? That thing they're sharing, they talk about say even to go 247 were sharing it. I don't go saying that
Yes.
PM speak to them that the BDF for the general the commander general was there, general was there. Don't mind that. Do you believe that thing? We don't know that AI can do many things this time around.
So it's better with debunk it. I beg, it's better to debunk so that
my brother. You know, what if they ask, not be say you don't get right to ask, because everybody in BIAFRANS and everybody get right, but you know, it gets some certain things we will see sometimes, even with our own instincts, we will ignore them. There's the sample and sample, we don't get anything we will come out from them. Nothing will be the one go turn black or bring out to white. They like when they bring a PA picture, bring PA picture, bring a voice, bring everything. We don't know. Let it concern us, concern them. I don't know. Now we they give those people.
No, my brother, I'm even speaking. I'm even speaking about it because Minister of Information made a program about it yesterday night. You understand? And I was so troubled that have these people not implicated our PM again? When we are able to, because the case has just been appealed.
That is what they want to achieve, but that is that is not. When you listen to that audio, you will see how they join it. Okay? If people who are listening to it should be wise, if they say they're sincere, let Igbo Butuzo, let them share that anything is not here from Igbo Butuzo from their platform. They said it every time. They don't have time to come and debunk. They don't have time. The BDF have only one platform, else they don't have on social media, Facebook, they don't have on YouTube. Anything did not see that BDF account, they not share, that does not exist. Okay? They don't have time to come and debunk at the beginning of the debunk. So they say BDF was among them, and was among them. They just want to fabricate life, you know, to draw Biafra to be donating money to them. Okay? Our promise as we go to 47 was sharing that, apologizing to those command Obama. I said, look at the way Bele face. These people are they are more than after you follow NGOZI misbehave now. You go back to the same second group plotters. You know that people don't need to be. We need to just focus, my brother. But anyone that we needed to be countered so that Biafrans will not fall for it, we counter those ones. Okay, that thing they are calling that. Listen, let me tell you, my brother. The world now, they know the truth. Everything you put there, they know how to verify it. They are the people who build the tech you are listening to, all this tech you are using, so they know what is genuine, what is fake. So as for that area, that is false. That is not true. Okay, please let us forget those things and move on. What's it called? 1 million. Please have the mic, okay? Let me try to bring all that up again. I don't know what is there. You know, one thing these people is doing now, when they see.
Can you just give me 2 minutes, okay?
When they see progress, they bring something to distract. They are playing the game of distraction, you know. And when you know that yes, they are working for the enemy. They are working for the enemy. We have actually seen their source. You know, one thing about I realize there's something I learned to do. And before, no matter what you are doing, first of all, when I see you, I'll first of all go and find out your source. I'm saying this open, just like very dark man. He say, yeah, when I'm saying it, I first of all know his source. Those who are backing him. Those who are backing him are the stern enemy of Biafra. Are backing him. So that alone has actually given me clue of his ulterior motive, regardless of what he's doing now. And those people, they are the one, they will just give him as imagine everything when others did not go. If you go there, the thing go get head. There are the people that are making it to happen so that you can get trust for him, so that when they will
Mazionyeka, please say don't talk about this again. Let's change to another thing, please. Speak about something else. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
So
hold on, speaking.
Let me thought that's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go ahead, my brother.
Hold on, he's talking. Rage. But I'm trying to interject it, but just that both of you were not hearing me. I didn't want you to even bring this issue up. Leave the battle for government. When people talk to people, people will understand. The battle that is on ground is diplomatic, and that will be taken care of by government. They know what to do. Even when government speak carelessly, they know how to relate themselves. Even when they speak truth to power, in the face of intimidation, they still know how to go about it if necessary. If I mean necessary. Just like as US has spoken to Nigeria to call Nigeria a disgraced country, they weren't making a mistake to use that tense of language. So if he deemed it that no, he need to apologize, he would have done that. But indeed, every ramification of what they are portray is so disgraceful and very, very appalling that they cannot associate themselves with a committee of a nation that they expected to be respected in a global space. That one aside, to go to the topic, Biafra recognition is crucial to the global security and trade. Above all, let me first and foremost appreciate my host, Anambra. And I want to thank my co-host, Radiant Fury, my brother. 1 million, I appreciate you. I really miss you. I know you have been somehow busy. You have come up. I miss your voice. You're welcome, my brother. I want to salute my mama, Mama Chicago. See, anytime when I listen to you, I dey feel to spirit. Mama, you are too much. Your work is top notch, and we look forward to see one day to chop Kobe and enjoy ourselves in that land of freedom. You're wonderful. We want to say thank you very much. I want to greet my brother Okute Biafra. You are a wonderful media warrior. I salute you. I dot my cap for you. Tirelessly, you have been working. Anytime I see you, be Chicago, I see you. You're wonderful. Thank you very much. Every of your labor will not be in vain. We will all make it down. My big uncle here, Emeka Oragu, I salute you. I greet you, our daddy Ben Owapo. I greet you, Clement. I greet you, Daniel Uzoma. I want to say you are welcome. In fact, just permit me, if I couldn't just mention your name, allow me to enjoy that existing protocol, that you all are special, and any of our ministers that are here, if I couldn't just cite you, I salute you. We appreciate your wonderful work, and all our Biafrans, lovers of freedom, that have been on this space. We appreciate you. We respect you. We want to say thank you for your support, because without you, our voice cannot really go far and wide. Your support has been on a very top high level. Thank you for always coming and standing by. You are a warrior. Thank you very much. The topic were actually brought up right from phase 1, and we engage on the part 2 of it, and it become imperative that no, we dress strictly on the topic without deviation, and at each level maybe we can just cite 1 or 2 things, because people will have been on standby listening, probably to listen thereafter. Now, having a look to the situation we find ourselves, the situation they impounded on us, the condition they brought forcefully upon us, the marriage they forced us into, which has come with all strife, all intimidation, many havoc, and death has even been involved. Blood has been shed, our leader being incarcerated, unlawfully prevailing with oligarchy and all manner of terrorism acts measured up and being collaborated with their own ally to punish them. We yield our voice to the world that Biafra is passing through a crucial situation that demands the world attention, which will bring a benefit to them. They brought this fight on us. We never asked for it because Biafra is a peaceful place. Biafran people are loving people. Biafra spread all over the world. Virtually, there is no country you will cross to that you will not come across the Biafran. There is a say that when you get to a place and you did not see an evil man, there is a danger, flee. Who are these people? They are Biafrans. And God so help us so great that no, we strive so very high to be successful in any field of our endeavor, including trade. And in light of this, we will be able to represent the purpose of our existence, that we're not just occupying a vacuum, but we're created in a God's-given land, our own ancestral land, a place we call our home, a place we grow to see and we saw tears, a place we grow to see and we met blood, a place we go to see and the intimidation keep persisting. And that has brought up our leaders, right from the time of Ojukwu down to Waziriki. And even why our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, show up to expose the agenda that is ravaging the world presently. Yet the world never give attention. But it's very obvious and glaring now that the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has become a virus that has spread down to the Europe, to the Asian, even the so-called US can feel the threat and the impact of what these jihadist intention and plans were all about. And that is why Biafra remains a very great focused nation that we are looking forward to be bet, even while we have been assisting before now in our geographical location. Nigeria wasn't just a place to be known by our ancestors, even though we were forced to eat. And this call that no expire in 2014 has caused to question where we come from and to trace where we actually belong to, because we have a place. Not that no, we were taken from there, we were there, but our consent was not given to the agreement of what make a sovereign nation, which expire in 2014. And that is why we call it ex-Nigeria, because there is nothing that can be written about it as a nation that is sovereign by their own law, bound up by every arms of security that a citizen is supposed to enjoy, when their territorial border cannot be controlled and is porous and very, 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 very exposed to danger and causing havoc to your citizen. We deem it fit that no, our life really matters. Biafra life matter. Biafra life is crucial. And that is why we make a U-turn. The marriage that has expired demand that we return back to our ancestral home. And if we are going, not that we are just going, we are productive while we were finding ourselves in that extraction, that contraction, that expired country. We were very impactful. We contributed to their GDP. We make a great impact. In fact, they know that without Igbo, there is no Nigeria. Yet, we were devalued, were demonized, were highly mesmerized. Many things that can be traced to what is not obtainable of a society were unleashed upon us. Our home broken down, our economy broken down, our livelihood broken down. They took away what social amenity can be to us, they took it away. And why they are doing this? They keep siphoning our resources. They keep taking it to enrich themselves and to promote terrorism. And that is why we team it up and make our decision. Not just jumping into it, but because Biafra are disciplined and law-abiding citizens, we decided to pass through the corridor of what law is all about. Why they will not respect the call for referendum, we make our option by tapping into what they sign into, which is the UN Charter. We go by their treaty and we have our way out to have a government called BRGIE, a Biafra Republic government in exile. Through this, we were able to make our way to have every necessary template adjusted, and we were able to meet up to the standard. We make a referendum which come up in that Finland 2014, and just as it is on internet for record purpose, that we have over 50 million that voted and ratified by 517 delegates across the globe. To see that what we were doing, we're not just not abiding to the law, we abide to the law that Nigeria signed into. So if Nigeria don't to deny or want to pretend not to know, they are victim of what they have signed because they are part of UN. And what they sign into is what we follow up, and what we follow up is what we have done. And what we have done before humanity and the law is acceptable. And that is why we are selling ourselves out to the public, that we can become a nation that they will come to, they will have an alignment with, and they will have ally with, and we will be able to enjoy trades together. Why doing this? We will know that when this takes place, it will enhance global peace and stability. We've elaborate on this, but I will still speak on it. That the state operation, which is inherently source of our region and our base, potentially making the international community unstable. It will cause a very big help if recognizing Biafra a pathway for peace to resolve and conflict to stop. It will end the internal conflict and all manner of atrocity of all these evil jihadists of Fulani and Islamization agenda. Another thing that we see that why they recognize us, it will help us as well to see that all prolonged oppression often laid upon Biafran internally, all manner of rebellion, which was showcased why they crossed to disobey the treaty of international law, which we can see in the case of our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, to have disobeyed the law of rendition, taking the law into their hands, conniving with Kenya, and repatriate and rendition our leader back to Nigeria, which is against the international law. This is a rebellion and against humanitarian law. This has been on their watch list. The world is watching to see the crisis of what their shenanigan law of their country, will be for our leader. They are watching. And we know something will finally come out for our good at the thing end. Not that the world are silenced, the case might be somehow trapped to them. But if a world leader would do it and do the needful to hasten up and stop all this violence, to cease all this internal crisis and stop all this abuse and refrain from all this conflict, the best thing for them to do is for them to recognize Biafra. Why they do this? It will reduce the refugee crisis and migration. Many people have run away from the country. Why? Because they believe that no is not a working place. They believe that no is not a place that is viable for any destiny to thrive. And as such, you can see what is happening presently even in so-called the US. I saw in their news, President Vance was talking about how the indigenous have been disadvantaged for housing of about 30 million Americans that are not having access to house, and how their government are striving to see how something can be done. This will only help when you recognize Biafra. Among the 30 million that are in that US, Biafra make it up. When you do this, you as well relieve yourself from all manner of financial tension, and that budget that you could have to care for other immigrants, you can as well concentrate it to take care of your own citizen. And that is why we demand that no, the recognition of Biafra will be very, very vital to stop this. And another thing I want to point out is that if they can do that, it will prevent the power vacuum and the extremism, a long, prolonging, and unresolved conflict that has created the governance vacuum that has made them to hijack the system of government of this country by terrorists. Just as you can see, this was projected, and our leader, PM, was talking about it, that this Muslim ticket is heading somewhere. Just as you can see now, Muslim ticket has been able to cause what? Has been able to cause a very high breed of strength for them to do what? To carry out all their operation. Though this not just happen, now it happened right from the time of Obasanjo, when he allowed Sharia. And I would say from here that the state actor that are supposed to carry out the law that govern a secular state is no longer functioning. In other words, Nigeria is not operating on a secular state, but rather they are operating, there is a nation within a nation in nation again. Why? Because in the north, where they strictly abide to it, and the government is not doing anything, and they allow it to fly, meaning that no, there is no secular state. So how do you expect us to operate in a system where a secular state is supposed to operate and yet is not being operated? But whatever benefit or profit that come from what they dislike and what they say no to by their law, they share the tax for them. This is not a system that is expected to be viable, and as such, we Biafran looks to this and will say it is a goodbye for us to quit. It's not a place for us. And we align ourselves with the lifestyle of the Westerns. In jihadists or their system of Sharia law, never allow or even want even the Western education. You can imagine if you will allow Biafra to be recognized. You as a foreigner, if you come to trade with us, you have a freedom of movement to enjoy yourself, be it in all manner of our state that you can find yourself. There will be no restriction. But in the north, there are restrictions whereby no, you are not allowed to take alcohol. The Western one are the type that know they like to enjoy their life based on how cold their weather is, However, if you come to Biafra land and you feel like not to take drink, you can drink anything. Of course, you enjoy yourself. But in the north, you can't do that. There is limit to whatever they do because there is a law that guide them called Sha. Is a law that's supposed to be not something that should be for a particular religion of religion. that we are looked onto that are in Biafra land, which has caused a very terrible conflict that makes China to come, do away with our timber,
God from Facebook. Number one there. If I see you again here, I will deal with you. Yes, screenshot this from Facebook. Osinahia bụ ibekwere onye criminal. Block you from the stream. Go and comment where I can access our gas.